On this episode of House Hacks, Adam and Stephanie are two young professionals looking to make their mark in the massive Boulder real estate industry. Jason Lewis, real estate broker and investor based in Denver, is about to take them on 4 different tours near the bustling CU campus. Each property has a unique value-add opportunity that will give this couple the chance to cover their mortgage and then some. Let's learn a little bit more about the couple and why they love Boulder so much.
Hey guys, this is Jason Lewis. I am here today. We're going to be touring 4 awesome value-add opportunities in the amazing town of Boulder, Colorado, with my amazing friends and clients, Stephanie and Adam.
So we're looking to get back to Boulder because we love it here. We lived here when we first got married. It's walking distance to everything. Everything is within a 10 to 15 minute drive, and there's great hikes and biking trails nearby.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a neighborhood that we didn't really think we'd ever be able to live in again because of just what the property values have done. So in order for us to actually make this work, we definitely have to find some sort of a house hack, a renovation, or even something where we would have immediate income through a basement Airbnb kind of thing.
Now that we know a little bit about what the couple wants, let's go to Jason to introduce us to the first home.
The one we're going to see now is 1061 17th. This is in University Place. It's CU student housing area, but there still are some owner-occupant houses. So this would be a play that they would live in the upstairs, and it has a basement unit that they'd either Airbnb or rent long-term to a student. It's about 2,400 square feet. It's listed at 1.1 million. It's a Victorian style home that was built in 1909. Kind of some pros and cons that we're seeing here is it's an older home, some more maintenance. The layout isn't as modern of a layout for them to be living here, but the pro is it's an awesome street. It's so close to everything here in CU, and just the fun factor of it being around other students. It's a lively block. There's some beer pong tables. If you get bored, you can go over and play some beer pong in the afternoon.
Now that they've seen the home, let's see what Stephanie and Adam think.
Obviously really like the location on this one. I love that this is an old home. It has great curb appeal. I really like the inside. I know there's not much we can do with it because it's an old home, so we can't really blow out a wall, but I think you can really dress this up with a lot of really cool decor. I love that there are 3 bedrooms upstairs. I think for thinking ahead for family purposes, it is really nice to have a kid's room potentially right next door to a master. I don't love that there's not a true master bath. I like the kitchen. It's definitely small. There's not really much we can do with it. The yard in the back is good, not great. We could definitely dress it up and it could be a lot cuter. It has a lot of potential for sure.
Yeah, and like Steph said, I work at CU, so I can walk there. We're minutes from the greatest mountain park in the world, so it's the perfect location for us. I don't hate the layout, but we are limited in what we can do here. We can't blow that wall in the kitchen and open it up. Lastly, the opportunity here is being able to rent a basement out, either long-term to a grad student or something like that, or Airbnb it on a weekly basis here. We think maybe $1,200 total a month, depending on what we do. And if we're paying 1.1 for the house, mortgage is 45. That kind of gets us back to that low 3s range that we're used to in terms of a monthly housing payment right now.
Now that the couple has seen the possibilities with this one, let's move on to the next opportunity just down the road.
All right, we're here at our second property in University Place neighborhood of Boulder. And this one's a unique one because it would most likely be a scrape new build because it has an RM2 zoned lot, which is essentially duplex zoned lot. It's a 6,300 square foot lot with a 1,500 square foot duplex on it currently, about 750 square feet per side, 2 bed, 1 bath. So the play is that you could go ahead and rent it as is, live in one side and kind of house hack it that way. You could potentially take the current duplex and pop the top, maybe add some additional bedrooms and try to push value that way. Or the highest and best would be scraping and doing a new build duplex and maximizing the lot lines on the 6,300 square foot lot. Priced at $1,070,000. We're kind of looking at it more of a lot value at that point, but with the value add for the first few years leading up to it.
This one has us most excited because it's a really unique lot. It's on the corner. It's move-in ready. We could live here for the next year or two. But I think eventually, like Jason, you suggested, this would be best as a scrape and rebuild. And there's a home a couple doors down on the other side of the street that you can see what a rebuild could potentially look like. So that has me most excited because it has more of a long-term feel. This is the area that we could see ourselves in for 5, 10 plus years. So I'm excited by that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the dream lot. The house is almost erroneous, really, but this is the dream lot. This is where we want to be. I mean, the biggest con is there's so much uncertainty with developing in Boulder, especially when you're doing a full scrape in this neighborhood. I've got good friends who own a house 2 blocks over in the historical district, and it's been a nightmare for them to try to get that developed. But if we could, I think we could put something incredible right here. I mean, Green Mountain's like right there, so it's amazing. But
I think some of the cons are, I think it's very generous to say that this is a 4-bed, 2-bath. Some of the bedrooms in here, they're not real bedrooms. It would be very awkward to live in. So we'd probably find ourselves needing to actually live in both and use one of the rooms in the second for an office space, and definitely use the garage for us because we've got a lot of toys that we've acquired over the years, so we need space for that. And it's certainly old. It's not without its flaws. I mean, it's not like a nice, pretty, you go home and you feel like you enjoy sitting in the home, but that's short term.
Yeah.
That's only going to be for the foreseeable future if we do get this home.
yeah, and also in the near term, I mean, it's really easy to rent one of these units out. So we would probably cap it off with this weird flex space and just have this be like a 1-bed, 1-bath for somebody to rent.
So far, Jason agrees with the couple that this property seems the most promising in terms of what the value add offer is. That being said, let's head on over to a different area of Boulder and check out the next house.
All right, we're at our third house today. This is in a little different of an area of Boulder, a little more south in the Martin Acres area. This is a 2,400 square foot tri-level. The play here is more that it's a turnkey move-in ready home at 2,400 square feet with about 1,800 above grade and then about 500 or so below grade. It's just a great house to live in, but the value add is in the basement, being able to potentially Airbnb or rent that out separately as a lock-off. Overall, the house and the lot and location is what you're really striving for in this property. So that's 1960s build. It's been fully renovated. It's got a hot tub. It's got a dog washing station, 4-car garage. It's just a great property. We're excited to see this one just because of that. The price of this is $875. So this one and the last one we're touring is a bit further south, not much, just a couple minutes, but that little bit of difference makes the price point go down pretty substantial, couple $100,000 at least. You see price decrease when you come south. So that's one of the pros that we're going to see here.
Of the homes we're seeing today, this one's obviously the most move-in ready. They did an incredible job with the flip. It's beautiful. Like, I wouldn't change really a thing on the inside. So that gives me a lot of comfort to be able to just move in and just feel settled immediately. They have a hot tub, which is killer. I love the opportunity for an Airbnb potential in the basement room, but that does cut out one of the bathrooms, which it's a 4-bed, 2-bath. And so if we did rent the space like a bedroom and a bath, that would leave us with just 1 bathroom. Doable, but not ideal, but not a deal breaker.
No. I like the true master here. It's got this kind of little sitting room slash foyer, I guess, off of the main master, which is sweet. I love the huge garage. Could do lots of projects, lots of room for storage. You could easily get 2 cars and all of our stuff in there. It's not as walkable as the other places, but it's very rideable. So, I mean, we can get on the bike path here and get to the north side of Boulder, east or west, without ever crossing the street. So we'd probably bike more than we walk anyway. So I like that aspect. And as Steph said, it's just ready to move in. There's nothing we would probably do with it at all. So
And it's on a corner lot, so it's really big. I have a lot of concerns about all of our stuff that we've acquired over the years. So this garage gives me a lot of comfort. And this yard is so cute. We have a dog. Everyone has a dog, at least one. And I think he would really like this space and he would love that bathtub over there.
I love the bath.
It's true.
While there's no doubt that the space is gorgeous, it's ready for move-in, and there's a neighborhood apricot tree nearby, the couple still has one more property to explore.
All right, we're at our last tour of the day. It's the fourth one. We're over here in Martin Acres. It's the second house we're touring this area, and it's actually the same layout, which most likely you won't be able to tell because of the condition and kind of situation with the house being abused and used rental for quite some time now. But it's the same layout as the Berkeley house, but instead of being fixed up, it's kept in its kind of original condition. So similar 8,000 square foot lot. It's not on a corner. It's another negative here, and it backs up to 36. But the play here is that it's $135,000 less, and it's been on the market a little bit. All of the other ones we've toured today were listed just this weekend, and most likely we'll get into bidding wars. This one has been listed for 3 weeks, so there's some opportunity there. But it's currently a 6-bedroom student housing rental. It's approved in the Boulder rental portfolio to be a rental, and it's rented right now with essentially a little less than a year remaining on it for $4,400 a month. Kind of running the numbers on there at $4,400 a month times 12, you get all of the gross rents. You take out a ballpark of 25% OpEx, that's going to get you around a 5.4 cap. So the play here could be is to buy it. They would stay in their current house for a little bit while this lease burns out. They're getting revenue on it, capturing the 30-year fixed financing. And then once the tenants move out, they come in, they make it kind of like the last Berkeley house, live in it a year or two, and then either sell it and try to make some equity as maybe a flip or keep it as a rental. So that's kind of the play here. It backs up to 36. It has some things going against it, but it has some of the best upside in way of simple renovation.
So this one certainly doesn't have the curb appeal of the other homes that we've seen.
I don't know, I kind of like it.
It's like you're inside of a jungle and off of a pretty busy main road for the neighborhood. Constantly cars driving past, as you can hear. It worries me. I mean, it's not cute. And of course, like, I'm drawn to a little bit more move-in ready. This one, like, I struggle to see the potential because it's really in bad shape. It's really ugly.
It's pretty bad right now. But like Jason said, though, it's, you know, when you see stuff that most people aren't going to see, like the possibility in it, then there's room for value in that. You know, I definitely, knowing the area, it's going to be a good student rental. It's the literal same layout as the beautiful house we just saw. So, you know, we know what potential it could have. So sitting outside enjoying like a summer night, grilling, drinks outside with friends, it's going to be bad. But if we were to ever move here, but also like Jason said, you know, near the 6 cap rate in Boulder is really rare. And I like the fact that if we did buy it, we'd be cash positive on it right away. So
yeah, we know it'll rent, that's for sure. And it has a lot of potential. If we can recreate Berkeley, the beautiful move-in ready, and do that here without the garage, obviously we couldn't do that in this space. But we would have to do a fence in the backyard. If we were to ever live in it, I guess, we'd have to do a fence in the backyard to try and keep the noise, the highway noise out. So do some kind of noise control there. It has the potential, but it's really in bad shape right now.
really bad shape.
So after running into a hungover college kid in his underwear and meeting this little kitty, Jason, Adam, and Stephanie are ready to chat about their options.
The truth is that we've spent a lot of time thinking, where do we want to be long-term? Because we could very easily go buy a house in the suburbs, an Arvada house that's in the 600-700 range, new build, beautiful, move-in ready, no headache, and feel really happy about it. But we've spent the time to really think about where we want to be, and it's ultimately Boulder. We've lived here before. We know we love it. We love the community. There's so many pros of being here, but a big con or a big hurdle is getting here because everyone else wants to be here. So the prices are so high, it's extremely competitive. Everyone has cash offers with the deadline of today. And so we've been beat out in the past, which is a bit defeating, but I think you are so helpful in putting things in perspective of like staying the course and taking every opportunity as a learning experience so that the next time, because there will be a next time, we can come at it maybe with a different approach, a smarter approach, and use your experience shares to help make a better decision in the future. So if nothing works out, while sure, we'll be disappointed because we really want to get ourselves back to Boulder, we know that in the next week or two, and especially in the next year, so many other opportunities will present themselves.
Yeah, and we'll be more ready every single time we miss out on a house. It's just making us more ready for the next one. So
yeah, the original Martin Acre house, you came in and asked at $775 and walked through it and had some ideas. And I think if we went and toured that house today, after all of the stuff we've been doing this past couple months, you would have made that $800K offer that ultimately outbid us. But at that time, you didn't have that knowledge to feel comfortable to jump that price 25K. So if it's 25K, it's not a nominal amount to laugh at.
And when you're doing, and when you're going to put a lot of your own like money and sweat equity into redoing it, which is what we plan on doing, those are the little buffers that make it worth it for people like us. You know?
Sure. Yeah, the 25K would have been the landscaping in the back.
Exactly.
That you maybe could have or couldn't have done.
Yeah.
But now you're seeing that, okay, the price points would allow us to have offered 25K and put 25K in landscaping and not been upside down.
Yeah.
We're going to get one. You guys are going to be Boulderites. Hiking and climbing mountains and we'll see what comes about today.
Yeah, thanks for all your help and guidance and expertise. I mean, we wouldn't be here without you.
I'm being weird, but is that a real dog?
Yeah.
It has.
Oh, yeah.
It had the entire time I was talking to him. I'm like,
I think that's a fake dog.
He still is staring. He's been staring at me the entire time I've been talking here.
One. That gotta work. That was a good bud.